Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the Crypto Lab with Alex. We are a bit later today, not just a bit, couple of hours. Had a lot of stuff to do with the team, so sorry for the delay. And this will not be a regular time, so we will roll out as usual, which is 3 p.m. my time, or a standard European time +1. So a couple of things to talk out today on a macro scene. Also, we're going to look at the dollar, the rates, Bitcoin, Ether, and then we will go to questions and potentially some of your charts. I hope you are all good. So let's start. Let's look what's going on the macro scene. So currently, I think it was the last week. I cannot remember the days anymore. 2nd of February. Yeah, last week Fed raised 25 basis points, which was expected. So we had a strong jobs data. And then when you switch to 22nd of March, you have 25 basis points more. And then 9.2%. 5 to 525, which is a 50 basis points, and 475 to 5, which is 25 basis points. So CPI is the next week, so that will be very important. I think it is projected to come below 6%, which definitely go in favor with the 25%. And actually, I think that if this hike happens and if CPI comes below 6%, this potentially might be the last hike before they make a pause. I don't think they're going to reverse what they're telling in a couple of media, kind of a Fed pivot thesis that they're going to reverse rates very soon. They might do that in 2024 if the inflation keeps going and move lower below 5% and keep steadily going lower. But I don't think they're going to change the rates down immediately. I think they're going to wait. They propagate a soft landing. And a couple of economic data are relatively good. Earnings are not so bad. So more or less goes in a Fed's favor, in my opinion. So we will see. But I think our thesis that we were going to the late or end of the hiking cycle before the pause, it's almost there. Next CPI, as the other couple of, I will say 1 year, is going to be very important, because on basis of this maybe they will decide to pause. In the meantime, we had 10-year yields going higher after that NFP, so we are still looking to place this wave 4. Maybe we are in some type of a triangulation or something, but still I cannot say that this is a beginning of this big cycle down in rates. I do see potential following this wave count. We came when the COVID started in 1, complex down in 2, and then 5 waves up in a wave 3, reaching 1618. So just from a technical perspective, it looks like we're going to have a consolidation and really one more small push on the upside, and then potential a bigger pause. So this bigger pause is really important, because I think this will be the 2 or 2.5 year window where the risk assets will continue further on the upside, and afterwards I think we're going to have another inflationary blow for a couple of years, and I'm starting to see that on many charts. So I'm not going to go much into this. One Thursday I will make potentially a couple of additional charts which will actually justify this thesis. So we are, according to this, in the end of the hiking cycle, maybe a little bit more up to 525, but very soon this is not going to last long. We're going to start moving lower in rates. So we were looking for a dollar pullback, which actually happened after this NFP. So 5 waves down. If you follow Crypto Lab, we talked about this last couple of weeks, expecting this move on the upside. So this is just the first 5 waves, maybe still not complete. We go down in B and up in C, and then I see dollar continuing lower. Of course, if this doesn't morph to complex, usually wave 2s are sharp on the upside, but this one, because of maybe some situation or sideways in rates, might actually go in a complex manner, which means it's gonna last more time. So maybe this will be an ABC in W, then we go in X, and then another ABC, and then we roll over. So I think definitely dollar is going to go lower in next couple of weeks or months. We're going to track what's going on there, but the fall should be pretty kind of a high probability event, taking in consideration that we have 5 waves down from this top, and also on a larger time frame we do see 5 waves up, or even if you take this as a complex, this will be a big B wave down in a Y wave. So I mean, I don't pay much attention on these small things, I will say. I'm more interested about the context and the context of this chart. However, wave count you put is that when you see 5 waves down from highs, if you don't have a flat, and we don't have it here, most likely you are going to see a continuation of that, at least for a measured move, which means that after a consolidation lasting for maybe a month or two, dollar might continue, or if this is just an ABC, it's going to be faster. Okay, so this is the overall thing that I'm tracking, which kind of works so far. So total crypto market cap, we were looking for a 4th wave on Bitcoin and Ether and a couple of other cryptos, and this wave 4 is actually pretty much ongoing affair. Usually when you have directional wave 4s, not sideways as a triangle or some complex corrections, you will reach the point of the previous wave 4 of a lesser degree. In this case, this goes here. So this will be the support zone, in my opinion. So from there, we might see one more push up to complete this first sequence, and then we're going to go in an ABC pullback. Okay, so that's relatively simple. 5 waves up from lows, ABC pullback, and then I will look for a continuation when dollar starts pushing lower. So of course, this is not going to be the only thing connected. We might see some regulations or some other stuff, but definitely, I will not say definitely, but more likely, this dollar might also help cryptos to go further on the upside. So if we look the chart of a Bitcoin, and if we look what's going on there, sorry guys, I will just address our 4th wave. So we were looking for a 4th wave going lower. Okay, so as you can see, we have it now. So a couple of targets. I look this as a potential flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So flats usually have 3, 3, 5. So this may be some type of 1, 2 down in 3, 4, and 5. 38%. Is around 620, which might be the next target for this wave 4, and then we might stay there some time and then continue further on the upside to fulfill the first impulsive sequence. So that sequence is relatively simple: wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay, so pretty much very visible here. If you want to displace this, put a wave 3 here, this is a small wave 4, and then anchor wave 1 here. I would not agree because of the duration of the wave 4. So we look some of the balancing acts between the wave 2 and wave 4 always. So I still think we are in some type of a wave 4 with one more push on the upside. So cryptos are moving lower, some of them heavily today, some of them not. We see a couple of names going 13-14% down, and a couple of names Sand is going 19% down. Oh my lord! Yeah, after a 5 waves up, we were looking that with our members. I think for a 5 waves up, so 1, 2, up in 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, let's look what the Ether is doing. So I think Ether is also the same. It's the only one I think which doesn't fall. I mean, 5.7% is not small, but I still think we are in some type of a wave 4. We posted these charts yesterday for our members, so I'm going to look for 38% retracement here in the same manner. So this is still, in my opinion, a wave 4 pullback, and then we are going to find some support levels around this area. 38% is a little bit lower here, a little bit touch before the previous wave 4 of the lesser degree. Around 1520 will be ideal for the Ether to find a potential low before we start moving higher, as same as Bitcoin, to this hard resistance red line which goes from the beginning of this fall in Ether. So this will be also some type of a 335. This might morph into diagonal, because flats might have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and 5 waves down and C wave can be kind of diagonal-ish to the downside before it continues further higher. So we are tracking this. Probably we're going to get some entries here for the wave 5 on the upside on Bitcoin and Ether. So yeah, so that's that. Yeah, of course we are looking for a higher time frame, a pullback and a breakout. So we are monitoring a couple of scenarios. I'm still leaning towards bullish one because depends, of course, CPI will be important, but stocks are looking not yet out of the woods, but still they are looking solid, I will say. So we are still monitoring that and looking what is going on, and depends on this. We will definitely be prepared to see what the market has for us. Yeah, guys. So that will be the official presentation. I'm not going to go much into the others, just to show you Matic in a corrective pullback. So we still are moving higher. So I'm expecting this wave 4 here, looking good. Also, we have yeah, Solana still. I'm looking for a pullback. I don't like this wave 4 being so long. So potentially this might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Maybe Solana has finished. Definitely this doesn't fit any of these corrections here. So potentially something else is going on there. So if you look on a smaller time frame, I mean, you can stretch, as we say, massage it. I don't like to do that. There's definitely something, but still the wave 2 is small. Even if you take this one compared to all of this, it doesn't look so. Even if you place it here as a wave 3, ABC, and now flat, yeah, I don't know, hardly. I'm more liking to actually place this as a finish than look this as an A, up in B, down in C. So we will see. But still a nice advance from lows. Potentially A wave is done. We're going to go in some type of a B wave and then continue higher, or this is a wave 2. Yeah, we are looking a couple of more, of course, with our members. Let's look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, since that was something we looked for further higher, and it's still working its way towards our target. So we are almost there. The chart on the higher time frames looks pretty nice. 1, 2, up in 3, 4, and then we have a 1, 2 of the wave 5 already started. Okay, so that is something which kind of looks nicey from the Elliott Wave perspective. Relatively simple wave count. I mean, it's not that simple. You need to find your way around all of this. But what is important that the major corrections doesn't have overlaps, and that is what we usually look for orientation. So as you can see, wave 1 and wave 2 and the territory or the high of the wave 1 was not actually penetrated or damaged by the wave 4 pullback. That's a kind of a nice thing. And also if you look here, corrections in intermediary wave 2 and wave 4 are pretty much apart, which is also good. And then after these major corrections are done, we are making a nice clean 5 waves up with the 3 waves pullback. This is not impulsive to the downside yet, and I don't think it's going to be. So I'm looking this as a wave 2, green wave 2, with a further continuation on the upside, which means that for some time in 2024, 2023, 24, Ether will be a favored, at least for some time, if you look in comparison to Bitcoin. So yeah guys, so that's it from me, from the kind of an official working program or presentation. Yeah, market is kind of adjusting, I think, towards the CPI next week, so we will see. Yeah, so any questions, any charts guys, any comments, everything is welcome. If you want to, of course, visit our work, tradinganalysis.com. We have a trial for the crypto members. If you want to see how we actually do this stuff a little bit more, and yeah, so basically that's this is our next outlook. So let me see, Schnitzel. No, it's not the new time. It will be only this this Thursday. Oleg, hi Oleg. Yeah, thanks. Boston Seeker. Sure. Yeah, not many people are watching, probably because of timing, but that's fine. Anyhow, we didn't get much of the chart requests currently. Let me just go over a couple of them and then we'll close it out for today. Let's see this kind of a sand thing. We already looked at. Let me look mana. Yeah, same kind of a thing. So potentially this is ending diagonal. Maybe wave 1 array is done. Maybe we're going to do a bigger correction here. So so we will see how long that will last. Binance coin, let me see what this Polkadot, same. So we are probably maybe some type of wave 2, maybe a little bit more upside if Bitcoin has a little bit more. So Binance coin, yeah, we are looking for a triangle, so still in some type of a D wave pullback, so still not ready. So overall, we are in some type of a corrective thing. Dollar is going higher as we were looking. So we're going to pair our analysis with stocks, of course, and be ready to, when these corrections are done, to actually be on the right side, looking for higher levels. So thank you guys. Click the like button if you can for us, and subscribe if you like our content. And see you next time. I think I already showed now Binance. Okay. So we are still looking this as some type of a consolidation. Okay, for potential higher levels, but of course this is just analysis. So we are looking for a confirmation. Okay, so I'm never gonna claim this is the right pattern until it's done. But then you have a nice 5 waves up, and then when you have a pullback, you have a small risk to entertain whatever your thesis is. Okay, so it's simple as that. So as you get better on macro and thesis and maybe some additional things, not necessarily Elliott Wave, your market observation and trades will become much more sophisticated in a sense of managing risk and the right direction. Yeah, Mara has 5 waves up from lows, so I'm gonna watch the pullback very carefully. Yeah. Okay, guys, so thank you on the attention and being with us. Apologize for being late. It was a busy day, and see you next week, guys. Bye bye.